Cause see wetin dey happen to my wonderful people. They say that the problem of Ndi Igbo for Nigeria na the Yorubas. And if you watch am, na very big true. Cause see, as they publish the people wey dey sponsor terrorists for inside Nigeria, they say Yoruba man hand no dey inside o. My wonderful people. Abeg, I go play this video make you hear wetin this our brother talk for this video before we come back and continue. As you dey watch, dey share and dey drop your own opinion for inside comment section.
Coming, there is breaking news. Breaking news coming you this Sunday, the 12th of April, 2026, is that Nigeria, Tinubu, publishes the list of 48 terrorism sponsors, people who are responsible for sponsoring terrorism in the country Nigeria. And this list is going to be a blockbuster list. You will be shocked in the names I'm going to read out to you. You will be very, very surprised. So whatever you're doing, I advise you to leave it and focus on this video. Let me give you the names of these 48 persons who were, found to have been sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. And the names there will shock you. After I list these names for you, then I'll tell you what I have to say. Let's go. Look at the list there. Abdul Samad Ohida, Mohammed Sani, Abdurrahman, Fatima Ishak, Tuko Mamu, Yusuf Ghazali, Mohammed Sani, Abubakar Mohammed, Salamuddin Hassan, Adamu Ishak, Hassan Isa, Abdulkarim Musa, Umar Abdullahi, Abdurrahman Ado, Bashir Yusuf, Ibrahim Al-Hassan, Mohammed Isa, Salihu Adamu, Suraju Mohammed, Fanami Bakar, Mohammed Musa, Sahabi Ismail, Mohammed Buba, Jamatu Wal Jihad, Ansaru Sudan, Ansaru, Islamic Province Iswa, Indigenous People of Biafra, Ya Group, Yan Group, M-Block, Adamu Hassan, Hassan Mohammed, Usman Abubakar, Kubaru Salau, Rabiu Suleiman, Simon Njoku, Inano, Gostine Iyare, Francis Madabuchi, Inano, John Onwumere, Inano Nia, Chukwuka Eze, Edwin Chukwuka, Chimo, Chinwendu Owo, Inano him nano, Ginika Oji. Number 43, Awo Uche Chukwu, Chimo, Mercy Ale, Ohagu Juliana, Ewo, Eze Okpoto, Nwobi Chimezie, Ogomu Kewe. These are the 48 names. So, Akwina Afua Handi Igbo Neba. You can see the list of Igbo people in this their list. Oh, Ewo. You can see the list for yourself. I can see you are shaking your head, smiling. Well, let me now go into the integrity of the video, because this is what I have to say, and this is me being on the spot. Obviously, this video you can see is about terrorism sponsors, 48 lists, member list, and the 48 member list had only Hausa and Igbo names there. Well, I will get back to it. So just hold the thought right now. Hold the thoughts. Only Hausa and Igbo names in the list. So hold on. We will come back to that. Number 2. Since when did Igbos become sponsors of terrorism in Nigeria? I want to know, which terrorism group did they sponsor? Which Islamic group did they sponsor? We would like to know, because you know that there are a lot of terrorism groups in Nigeria, Boko Haram and co. Which of them did Igbos sponsor? And also, which terrorism attack did they carry out? Before you can say Igbos are part of, I saw the names, Igbo names in the list. So it's very important that you let us know which terrorism they sponsored and which group they belong. Because the last time I checked, there was a terrorist attack called Python Dance. It happened in Nnamdi Kanu's house, and 28 lives were lost. This time around, the terrorism was carried out by the Nigerian APC, Nigerian Army, because that is a mass murder. And any mass murder is a terrorist attack. It classifies as terrorist attack according to the UN laws. But that attack was not carried out by Igbo. It was carried out by the Nigerian state. So tell me, why is the list of Buratai and the Nigerian army and Buhari and Tinubu not also in the lists as terrorists? Well, let's keep on going. Number 3. I saw IPOB as a terrorist group in this 48 list. I saw it. I'm sure you saw it too. But the last time I checked, the IPOB is registered in more than 150 countries around the world, including Israel, USA, Russia, Germany, England, the G5 countries, and big countries that don't tolerate nonsense in their country. How did they turn to terrorist groups? How? I don't understand. Like, is Nigeria living in exile? Is Nigeria not part of the world to know organizations that have been tagged as terrorists? I don't understand. Please, you can let me know how the IPOB still is being regarded as terrorist group in Nigeria when they are moving free in other countries of the world and doing well in the economy of the world. Many of them are working in government institutions. Many are working in American army. Many in American Navy, FBI, CIA, police. How are they a terrorist group? Maybe Nigeria's definition of terrorism is different from that of the world. Let's go on. Number 4. The last time I checked, the APC has been listed as a terrorist group by Canada government. By Canada government. So why is the APC not also listed as a terrorist group in this list? Why? The APC has been listed by an advanced countries of the world as terrorist group. It's in the news everywhere. It's official. The APC officials cannot even enter Canada now. They will arrest them and prosecute them. So why is the APC not in this list? Let's go on. Number 5. Why is there no Yoruba name in this list? This list contains of Igbo and Hausa. No Yoruba. Not one single Yoruba. Is it not ironic that this government is Yoruba government? Is it not ironic that all the institutions are run by Yoruba? The army, the police, the navy, the immigration, the custom, the DSS, they are run by Yoruba. And now you don't have one single Yoruba man in this list. Saints Yoruba, Yoruba the saints. Saint Yoruba, Banya Ekbele. Saint Yoruba, Yobaraya Yoyo. Saint Yoruba, pray for us. I saw IPOB there. I saw Igbo names there. Please, is Yoruba Nation not also a terrorist group? Now, because Yoruba Nation also did the same thing, at least something close. You know, at least agitating for Yoruba people, the same way IPOB is agitating for Igbo people. So why is Yoruba not there? Sunday Igboho and his group unalived Nigerians. Yes, you remember now, they unalived many Nigerians living in at that time. They did a lot of atrocities then. So why are they not in the group? You people have started again. But we are ahead of the game this time around. And to corroborate that story, I saw a post somebody made. He said, Tinubu released the names of terrorist financiers, and these comprises of Northerners and Igbos, but there is no Yoruba name among these lists. My question is, was the activities of Sunday Igboho not an act of terrorism? That's a very fine one, and I'll leave that for them to answer themselves. The question is out there. Saint Yoruba, pray for us. Let me go to the next one. Number 6. Back to the lists of terrorists. It is clear that this is Hausa and Igbo names put together in a list. For the first time in my life, I'm seeing where Yoruba government is binding the Hausa and Igbo together. Because last time I checked, they always try to divide them to make sure that Nigeria can never ever work as one. The Yoruba always find a way to divide the Igbo man and Yoruba by saying that 1966 was an Igbo coup. So for the first time now, the Yoruba find it very convenient binding them together. And I begin to check if this doesn't sound political to me, knowing very well that there is a momentum gathering now called ADC, I think ADC, and Peter Obi is representing, what I call it, from the southeast, while Kwankwaso and Atiku from the Hausa side. So this momentum seems to be giving Tinubu a lot of shock. He didn't see it coming, and he sees it. Tinubu sees it as the coming together of the northern region and the southeast region to unseat his government. So what better way to make Nigerians to reject this? Will I call it a union, or will I call it a bed of strange bedfellows? What better way is Tinubu trying to see how we can discourage this union than to start bringing up these flames of terrorism, only putting their names, because it's an agenda he wants to agenda. There is an agenda Tinubu wants to agenda. This, of course, already, destroys or put an end to the politics in that list, because it is not looking like a list that was done with clear mind. It was looking like a list. It is looking like a list that is done with prejudice already. You can see that the list itself is becoming a list that is filled with prejudice and political undertone. One that people should take with a pinch of salt. Let's go on to number 7. The timing of the list is very suspicious. Coming few months to the election, and of course, many primaries of political parties starting here and there, the federal government suddenly decided to publish terrorism list now. We have been crying of Christian killings in the country for months. Weeks ago, we have been crying. Christians are being killed. People are losing their lives in Plateau, in Benue State. Who are these people doing these things? Publish the names. Do something about it. Government, publish the names of terrorists. Let us know what to do. You did not do anything about it. You did not budge. You kept quiet. Killings continued, you kept quiet. When America put pressure, you kept quiet. You refused to release the list. You refused to do anything about it. You left it like that. All of a sudden, few months to election, political parties are gearing up now. Alignment and realignment. Then you wake up and decide that you want to publish names. And look at the kind of names you published. Very, very unserious. Very, very nonchalant. I don't think anybody should take this list serious. Even if there are serious names there, I don't think I will ever take such a list serious. This list is just to, hoodwink the general public into believing a certain narrative. The list is about a narrative, not about the function it is meant to do. And the mistake they made was to include the names of Ndigbo in that list. That was a very big blunder. They shouldn't have even tried that, because automatically they have already rendered that list dead on arrival. There is no seriousness to stop terrorism in Nigeria. There is no willpower. There is nothing. Now, let me read this post for you. It was made in 2024, 2nd of March, 2024. Listen to this. This was when America released the lists of terrorism, and Dubai and also Saudi Arabia released the list. They said here, the UAE gave Nigeria the names of over 400 people who are financing terrorism in Nigeria. But up till now, which is that 2024, no one of them have been arrested. They didn't even publish the names. Meanwhile, the UAE already convicted some Nigerians for sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria on our behalf. The HOR should start with that list. Now, remember, there is a terrorism list that has been widespread many, many years ago, and nobody has done anything about it. Nigeria has that list, official list, and I have published that list on my channel before, few months ago. Many of you who have watched my videos for long have noticed that I have published a list, a terrorism list, the main one that the CIA has, and that list is made up of purely Northerners, Fulani and Co. The real people who are considered as terrorists in Nigeria. Those are the names that fill that list. I have that list. So where did government get this new list from? Where is Sheikh Gumi in that list? Because Sheikh Gumi has also been tagged and flagged as a terrorist financier by Saudi Arabia. He has been denied Hajj. Where is he? Where is Sheikh Gumi in the list? See, let me tell you people something. Nigeria is not a real place. I've always told you, beware of propaganda. Beware of propaganda from this evil contraption. They do not care about what they do. All they want to do is propaganda. All they want to do is play with the lives of people. This is just a play. This is just kind of like spitting on the graves of people who have died. People who have paid the ultimate price because of this terrorism. You are insulting them by publishing such a stupid list. This list belongs to the trash can, the dustbin of time. When you are ready to fight terrorism, you fight terrorism. Not fighting terrorism 2 days to election. 2 days to election, when you see that people are making political moves, you now want to start the game. And you think Nigerians don't know? You think Igbos don't know? You think people don't know? It is before, not now. The propaganda machinery, most importantly by the Yoruba, has been going on since 1940s, 50s, 60s, that put Nigeria where it is today. And it's high time they stop it. If you are Yoruba listening to me, I advise you, talk to your leaders, talk to your people. It is over. Those days have passed. We understand what you used to do. You've gained lots of things. You are benefiting from the Nigeria you want. Okay, no problem. But it's over. If you want Nigeria, keep it to yourself. Let Biafra go. Simple. We are not in this. This is too much. This list is a shit. It's a shit job. Igbos as terrorists. Doesn't make any sense. Some things you should think before you do.
The number of people in Yorubas that are skeptical in Yoruba speaking area that I'm trying to say, are more skeptical of an Igbo presidency than anybody from the north. Why? Because Northerners are not competitors to the Igbos, but the Yorubas are. What is the stake in Nigeria? The education and capital. We don't have the capital in the north. We don't have enough educated people. We will have one day, I know. There will be a time when we'll surpass the south. The time is coming. But it's not now. It's not there yet. So there is no serious competition between the north and the south, except the unfortunate ill feeling of the Civil War. Well, my suggestion is this, that one, I'll direct it to our Igbo compatriots, that they should go out, seek understanding with fellow Nigerians. Tell them that, in fairness, they should be supported to produce the next president. But don't let them issue threats. Threat wouldn't work when you are looking for something like this, because threat doesn't get you votes. This thing is a matter of casting votes. When somebody goes into booth to cast his vote, it will be he and his God alone. So win his heart.
My people, welcome back. Now don't watch the video. I bet me gonna share and drop your own opinion for inside comment section. No, only God go save us for this country. A country where they call the terrorists we carry gun. They call them bandits. They never declare them a terrorist till today. And they get the guts to call innocent Biafrans a terrorist. One thing people have to know, that now we know the truth. Everybody know the truth. You can say whatever you like. You can propaganda whatever you like. The international community know the truth. Everyone's know the truth. So keep disgracing yourself. But what we know is that there is no amount of operation, even though you succeed, intimidating IPOB. Even though you succeed, just give it a 1 year again, it will rise up. It's a wound. It's like a cancer that have no medication. That is Biafra. The only way is let it go. That is the only way Nigeria have. Biafra is a cancer with no medication. That's if you like, come to Southeast and build the most build the whole city's tower like Dubai. See that issue of Biafra must come. The blood of the innocent that have gone must speak. Every little thing they must speak. So the only way is let go. It is not by force. Let go. If you are from Southeast, whenever you travel to Yoruba land, it seems as if you go to another country. You go to the Abuja, it seems as if you are in another country. You go to the north side, hey, you feel like this, you're even living Africa tired. It's like you're another country. But when you come to the east, that this vibe of this is my home. So there's no other way than to let the Biafrans to go. There's no solution. Don't mind whatever Igbo politicians are telling you. All are lies. There's no solution is to let the Biafrans to go. Let Oduduwas go. Let the Hausas, let them not manage themselves. Those who want to become Islam, to be Islam. Those who want to be on their own, be on their own, focus on their future. Look at what China did. No matter the religion, everything, China cripple the whole religion and focus on one thing. Develop their country, build their country, give themselves what they need, and everybody everywhere is working for them. And now the whole world want to go there and get cheaper thing. So this is what we are dreaming for. This is what we want in our life. Oh, we are tired of all this. It's too much. It's too much. Nigeria is not working, and it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Guys, share this video, drop your own opinion in the comment section.